In every service in the world, one of the most crucial is the prisons. You just cannot have a society of do-gooders alone. Someone always gets it wrong. The prison service at Luzira, like many others, is a home to more prisoners than it can contain. The Uganda Prisons Commissioner says the congestion is a result of the slow criminal justice system.
You know, the criminal justice system is a chain. You start from the arresting officers to the investigating officers to the prosecutions, the director of public prosecutions, then to the courts, and then to us. Once this chain is not as efficient as the cases are coming in, then you have a backlog.
There are more people still attending to court than those already convicted, and this is mostly common at the urban centers. The numbers increase by the day, but the prison's boss says they are working with inmates. They have a new system, a pilot called pre-bargaining.
Pre-bargaining is whereby the suspects agrees to plead guilty and therefore not wasting court's time and resources, and then for probably a lighter sentence than he would have got. For example, a case which would have made you to be sentenced to death, if you bargain, it can be reduced to, let's say, 30 or 40 years.
There have been many cases of prison breaks, Dr. Byabashaija says. The prison warders are much fewer than the inmates. It becomes hard to keep track.
And we have been having some escapes, there's no doubt about that. But these escapes have been attributed to two main reasons. One, our structures are beginning to feel the pressure of the number of suspects. And number two, we have been having a very low staff prisoner ratio.
Last week, the civil society made claims that Geoffrey Kazinda was not being held at Luzira. The prison's boss says Kazinda and actually Draru are both inmates at Luzira prison.
The day he didn't appear in court, he was not scheduled to be in court. They would have produced to us what we call a production warrant. Draru is very present. She's doing classes.
A few weeks ago, the Finance Ministry released the 2014-2015 budget.
But my orders will have to have a salary enhancement. This ceiling, which has been raised, will enable me to do some promotions, probably around October, November. So people might be able to eat Christmas with new ranks. This salary enhancement will make me able to pay the people whom I have been recruiting now, who are due to start in July, especially the warders, 1,000.
Dr. Byabashaija says Chigo Prison in Luzira will now be relocated to Kasange in Entebbe on 300 acres of land. He says no competent investor has yet been identified to take over the land on which the Luzira prisons lie. Maurice Ochol, NTV Weekend Edition.